MediaWatch Emma James reacting first to the war crimes conviction of Ratko Mladic.
Yes, absolutely. This certainly generating a great deal of buzz online today, as you might imagine. Jailed for life for genocide and crimes against humanity. Guilty, of course, of leading the massacre of Srebrenica, where thousands of Muslim men and boys were murdered. Now, Kenneth Roth of Human Rights Watch among those reacting, saying Ratko Mladic tried to hide but couldn't escape. Justice, a life sentence, has finally caught up with the Butcher of Srebrenica. Now, there is one image, though, that I think is probably more important than that of the now frail and greying Ratko Mladic, and it is this one. It is Fikret Alic, as he was in 1992 on the left-hand side on the cover of Time magazine, and as he was today. He was there at The Hague to watch justice be delivered, but as you can see there, he once was very much the international symbol of the horrors that were carried out in that war. It was tweeted out by Matthew Price, a BBC journalist, who commented on the fact that 25 years after this photograph is taken, he is awaiting the verdict. Time magazine caught up obviously saw that tweet and gave a little bit of an insight into what was in that issue back in August 1992 that was first published. It's an image of a Serb-controlled prison. There have been various conspiracy theories about it over the years, but those have been debunked. It is a genuine photograph of a Serb-controlled prison from 1992. In the accompanying article back then, they said no one anywhere can pretend any longer not to know what barbarity has engulfed the people of the former Yugoslavia. Now, it's a miracle, really, that Alic survived his time in that camp, not least because when that was published, the guards went looking for him and wanted to kill him. He managed to escape before another massacre occurred. Now, he lost 20 members of his family in that war, but he retains, amazingly, a sense of optimism. He says he hopes that the conviction that was won today will prevent further war crimes in future.
Indeed, one can only hope. Let's see, obviously justice done, and some people taking some solace out of that. Moving on to a young woman who's been in jail in the US for over a decade. She's winning some celebrity support with an online campaign to set her free. Tell us about her.
Yes, you may have seen the hashtag Free Cyntoia Brown and wondered what it was all about. Well, once you know her story, it's more likely you'll be asking the question, why on earth is she still in jail? She was jailed back in 2004 at the age of just 16. The case has come into the public eye now because of a report by Fox 17 Nashville, a local television channel. She was 16 years old. She shot dead a 43-year-old estate agent by the name of Johnny Allen, who had taken her home to have sex with her. She had been sent out by her boyfriend, also pimp, by the name of Cutthroat, so clearly a very charming gentleman. He had sent her out to earn some money, and she went home with this man who had a house full of guns, and she became nervous. Nobody knows exactly what happened other than her, but this man ended up dead. She has been in jail ever since. Now, the cause has been picked up because of that particular piece on television by Rihanna, among other celebrities. This Instagram post has 1.6 million likes on it. Something is horribly wrong, she says, when the system enables these rapists and the victim is thrown away for life. Kim Kardashian, too, weighing in on this one, saying that she's spoken to her attorneys to find out if there's anything that they think they can do to help this girl. Clearly, the reality TV star wants to become something of a social campaigner. She says the system has failed. It is heartbreaking to see a young girl sex trafficked, then when she has the courage to fight back, is jailed for life. Reverend Al Sharpton, too, says this is a grave case of injustice. We all must fight to free Cyntoia Brown. Now, interestingly, it's not the first time that she has become far more talked about. Back in 2011, a PBS documentary was made, Me Facing Life, talking about her case. And although that didn't help to get her out, it did actually help to win a change in the law. So people under the age of 18 now can no longer be charged with prostitution.
So remind us, she was, what, 16 years old?
She was 16 years old at the time. And the irony, the very sad irony of it is that if she were to be convicted now, or if she were found to have killed someone today, she would not be convicted because she would be deemed a victim of child sex trafficking.
Indeed, child sex trafficking, child abuse, prostitution, forced into it, the whole amount of offences against her are massive.
Absolutely, yes. And she very much was born into a life where she was abused from day one. It is amazing, really. Her lawyers talk about the fact that she has coped with this so incredibly well. They describe her as a remarkable, personable, intelligent, caring, amazing young woman who has taken the worst of her circumstances and done the best you can imagine.
Rihanna talking about it, 82 million followers on Twitter. Kim Kardashian, 57 million followers on Twitter. This is going far and wide. Thank you for bringing it to us. Emma James of MediaWatch, thanks to you.